Alright, I just filled up the refrigerant on this Prius 2013, and now we're going to data log and we're going to map how the compressor starts up and gradually ramps up, because this is a variable speed compressor. This is a 3-phase 201 volts compressor that can go, say, from 500 RPMs all the way up to 6,000 or 7,000 RPMs. And this only has 420 grams, so we're less than 1 pound. And here we can see the pressures just below 50, just under 60 right there. And we have the time and we have the pressures. So let's go turn on the vehicle and get the AC started and see how that reacts compared to when a clutch just kicks in. So where are my keys? Oh, there we go. Shoot. All right. Okay, let's set it. We got all the vents open. Let's make sure we're AC, high speed, all the way on, not on recycle. Actually, it's warmer in here than outside. It should be on recycle. And why do I have no? Forgot that. Okay, now we're going. Now let's go watch it start up and see how it ramps. So I have it calling for minimum temperature, so it really wants to just take off and try to cool that passenger compartment out. It's already a cool day. We're at 62 degrees. Temperature being taken by the thermistor right here sitting in front of the vehicle. It's warmer in the shop here than it is outside. It's 58 degrees outside. And you can see the low side taking off over time, and you can see the high side ramping up. And for you guys who like to see numbers, that's what it looks like out here. And let me get this triggered down into the right refrigerant. CO2. There we go, 134RA. 134A. Okay, you can see we're starting to ramp up. It's decided this is where it's about going to stay. The fan is constant. It's not cycling on and off. And then let's go to let's go to our line temps. Let me show you. Look at our line temperatures. So those are our refrigerant line temperatures. Our liquid line, 73 degrees. And what's our ambient temperature? 61. So we're about 12 degrees over. Our suction line is down. Our suction line is down to 36 degrees, and that's taken right there, right out of the evaporator, coming from the expansion valve. And that's where our liquid line, I'm taking it right there just before it goes into the expansion valve. Saturation. And let's go to our superheat. We're right next to zero superheat. Yeah, we're real close. Let's see, that says yeah, we're 3 on our superheat. Our subcooling's 20. Well, actually, I should have videotaped the LG heat pump the other day. I didn't get to take video, but the superheat when the unit was running at the unit was 0.4 superheat on a residential heat pump. That was a variable displacement. Okay, so let's go over to our duct dash temperatures. Okay, that's right there. Our dry bulb, you can see it coming in right now. 54 degrees. And we're taking in our return air, and I don't have a complete turn air because I do not have this shoved all the way down into mixed air, so I'm not getting a true reading there. And see, that's the difference between just moving it from there where the vents are right here and moving it from there. You see the shoot up, because I'm not getting a true reading. And so we're like 74 degrees here. It's nice and warm because of the hot air coming from the condenser and the radiator. We're down to 53 degrees. Now let's turn this to recycle and let's see what our minimum temperature we could get. So that's fresh air. So we're taking out the warmer air that is coming from the engine off the heat of the engine, the heat of the condenser, the heat of the radiator. So let's hit minimum, recycle. Come on, recycle. Here. Why don't we have a recycle? Well, they got sticky things going off here. I don't want auto though. I just want recycle. Huh. Doesn't operate like mine. I have a 2012. This is a 2013. But I thought it doesn't need to be an auto to go into recycle. At least on mine. Little function difference there. Okay. Now that I put it in recycle and there's no heat load from this hot air being sucked in through the grill right here and going in and going over the evaporator, I took away the heat load. Now look at the temperature, 39 degrees, 39.1, it's still falling. You see that sharp difference right there? That was with the blend air door turned over. It closed off all this hot air out here. 38 degrees. So let's keep watching that and let's find out what the minimum temperature where their set point from the factory with their thermistor that on the evaporator tells the system to shut off or taper. It's starting to taper. As you see, it's not going down so much no more. They're starting to taper out. Let's see, it's 37 degrees. That is so, there we go, 37 degrees. All right. And you can see the section line temperature right out of the evaporator is at 33 degrees. I'm letting you guys just watch this. 36.9, so we're about leveling out now. We're about at where it's probably not going to get any colder than that. And let's take the temperature. Let's take this temperature probe and let's put it in the vehicle, because this load over the evaporator is not this hot air going down here, because this is shut off because of the blend air doors. I have it in recycle mode. So let's see what the cabin air temperature is. So to take the cabin air temperature, that's the heat load going over the evaporator. It sucks in the air from down here. So this is where it's sucking in the air because there's a vent down there. So I'm going to put it there. And we're going to get the true TD of the cabin, how cold it is in the cabin. So you see this temperature starting to come down now. And this is the temperature, the air of the probe that I stuck down by where your feet go, where it sucks the air in to the evaporator right now. We're still falling. And we're still falling. And as you can see, we stopped falling here. 37 degrees right there at our duct dash outlet. And you can see we're still falling on the cabin air temperature. 58 degrees in the cabin. 57 degrees. So we're gonna wait until this doesn't fall anymore. and let's see what happens. I'm gonna have to make this in 2 videos. I need to put this down. I gotta finish the work order. So I'll let this run a few minutes. I'm gonna take some snapshots for the invoice for this that goes to the customer, because my customer gets a copy of this. My customer gets a copy of the pressures. My customer gets a copy, let me show you. So you come down here to the menu. See this little dots right here? You hit the little dots right there. Create PDF. You got a PDF, you say create PDF. So now it'll take all these measurements and put it on one page. And why didn't it do it? Did I not press it right? Create PDF. Let me put Prius 2013, done, create PDF. Okay, there's an issue. Create PDF. All right, let's go back out. Let's go completely out of this. Something is interfering with it working. I wonder if I need to upgrade an update, software update on this. Create PDF. Oh, we got a malfunction here. Something's not right in Denmark. But we'll go back to this and we'll figure that out later. Our temperature has actually went back up to 38 degrees from 37. And inside the cabin compartment, it's 51 degrees in the recycled air. So you can see the air is blowing up. I have them all pointing to the back of the cabin. And the air that flows back and comes to here to go back up to the inlet is 51 degrees. So we got a nice cool cabin. .38 degrees coming out, 51 degrees in the cabin. All right guys, I'll get back to you after I take some recordings and figure out. I know on the phone it does work when I do this. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't want to work. All right, see ya. Next one.